Hello guys! Let's spend one more day reviewing synthetic division because this is really something new, something you've never done before, and we're really trying to take the shortcut, which sometimes makes it really hard to understand. Sorry, I think I said really like 5 times in that one sentence. So I did one, and I really had only time for one last video, so I'm gonna do, hopefully try most of these. So, step 1, you just write the coefficient of the number that we are dividing. So these 3 things. So it'd be 1, -4, and a -12. Okay, we're dividing this by x minus 6. We always switch to the opposite sign right here. Just be careful because that would be number one mistake people make. So instead of -6, we want to do opposite sign. So we're going to put +6. And I was actually looking at why we do that yesterday. And it turned out that we changed the signs. That way it'd be easier for us later on because we make less mistakes if you change the signs like right here. Sorry, I had to plug in my computer and come back. So we changed the opposite sign. We just drop the first term, drop it. So it'll be 1. Then we multiply them together. 1 times 6 is 6. Now we add them. 2. We multiply. 6 times 2, 12. And then remainder, 0, because we add them. And there is no remainder. Woohoo! It's a good thing when you don't have a remainder, right? Everything works out. So the quotient is 1x. Do you see how it is square? It's always 1 less than that. So it'd be 1x to the first power, which we don't have to write, but 1 is like invisible, and then plus 2. So that would be what we get when you divide those 2 things together. All right, I'm gonna try more. I'm gonna try more and more and more until you feel like until I feel like I have given you enough practice. All right, C. I have 4, I have 19, and a 19, and -6. Okay, those are the leading numbers. 4, 19, -9, +19, and -6. Now we're dividing this by -3 because it has to be the opposite. We drop the first, that's 4, and we multiply them, so that's -12. We add them together, that's 7. We multiply them together, -21. We add them together, -2. We multiply it, +6, and 0. Remainder 0. And when you have a remainder 0, that means it just divide everything evenly. So now let's write the quotient, the answer to this is 4x to the second power plus 7x to the, first power minus 2. So your quotient, the answer part, always starts with 1 less than this. So 2, then 1, 0. Okay, let's try D. D. What are the leading numbers? I got 1, I have -10, I have 20, I have 25, right? 1, -10, 20, and 25. Divide this by x minus 5, so it would be opposite, which is +5. And the lines are just kind of it's all easy way to do it. Doesn't mean there's no really like reason why we do like 5 in this L and long line. Drop the first, so it's 1. Multiply, that's 5. Add them, it's -5. Multiply, -25. Add them, -5. Multiply, -25, and we get remainder 0. So we get 1x to the second power minus 5x to the first power, and then minus 5. There you go. So that's the answer part. When you divide it, that's what we get. Let's try one more. Okay, I really want to do at least one more here. Okay, so number 2, number 11, negative 11. Just the signs are super important. Negative 11, negative 24, positive 21. Okay, we're dividing this by x minus 7. That means positive 7. We always do the opposite sign, right? All right. First one, we drop it. 2. Now you multiply. 14. Add them. 3. You multiply. 21. You add them. Negative 3. Multiply. Negative 21. And remainder 0. We do have all the ones where remainder is 0 for right now, because we want to just show you that these are all factors of the original polynomial. So it'd be 2x to the, look at it, it's cubed, so one lower, so it's squared, plus 3x, 2, 1, you don't have to write 1, and then minus 3. There you go. And that was a quotient. All right, well, I hope you come to class so we can review more. Bye-bye.